friends! Welcome back and thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how to make this little easy 3x3 card, and it's going to again feature some paper piercing and some punches. So let's go ahead and get started. I love 3x3 note cards because they're really easy to have available because you can do so many at once. When I make 3x3 cards, I cut out one sheet of 12x12 and then I can get 8 cards out of it. And I'll show you how I do that in a future video. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of 12x12 Lucky Limeade and I've scored it here at 3, so it's 6x3. And then what I've done is I've taken the Floral District Designer Series paper, which is just beautiful, and I used 3 punches. I used my 1 3/4 inch punch. I've used the small butterfly punch, and this is with rich razzleberry. And then I punched out the same piece of the Floral District paper, so you'll notice it's the same pattern. And this is the Elegant Butterfly Punch. So this is a great little card to use some maybe remnant pieces that you might have of Designer Series paper, but this is a really great paper pack. I'm also going to be using the Essentials Paper Piercing Templates. So these are what you get with the Essentials Paper Piercing Templates. Some basic shapes, a lot of them match the Stampin' Up! Punches, but this is the one I'm going to be using right here, is the straight lines, and I'm going to show you how I use that. So I'm going to take my Lucky Limeade piece of cardstock here, and because I have my creases and lines already on my cardstock, I can use the straight lines of the holes, or I can use these ruler edges on my template. And again, you're going to decide how much space you want in between each of your holes. So I'm actually going to be using this section here, which are the holes are going to be farther apart. So it's, you know, the space of every one of these. So I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to use these lines on the side, these ruler marks, to line up my crease and my edge. So here's my edge, and here's my crease. And there are 3 rows that I can choose from, and I'm going to actually choose the one furthest out. And again, I want to firmly hold my cardstock as well as my template so that it's not going to move as I'm piercing through. Now the great thing about the templates is that your paper piercing pierces are going to all be the same depth. Okay, so do you see what I did? I just took my template and I turned it, and I'm going to line up my ruler here at the top with my holes I've already punched, and then I can continue my pattern. So all of these are lined up. My ruler mark is lined with my crease. I can see through it, and I'm going to go down now. Okay, simply turn my template again, line up my holes, okay. Now that my holes are lined up, don't necessarily have to worry so much about my ruler marks because I know that they're all going to line up together. All right, one more. Okay, and there I've got my little square that I've used. Okay, this is really now going to be very fast to finish up. I'm going to use a stamp set, probably one of my favorite stamp sets with sentiments on it because there are so many. And this one I'm going to be using is called Teeny Tiny Wishes. Now, this is one I've converted from wood, and so it looks a little bit different than the foam cling. But I'm going to just adhere it to my block. I have a video about how I did that using the Lucky Limeade ink. And this is, I put it on block G, if that's helpful. And then I actually am going to just put it down here in the corner, right? thinking of you. And then I'm going to take my adhesive, and because this designer series paper is double-sided, I am going to decide to put one side down and then flip the other side over for my butterflies. So I think I'll do this. And for the butterflies, I'm going to use dimensionals now. And then with the little strip on the side of your dimensionals, the little butterfly just needs a little snip piece because one whole one is too big. And the very last thing is that I put, with the basic pearls, a little pearl right in the center of the butterfly. There you've got your sweet little 3x3 note card. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project. Very simple, a great way to use your paper piercing tools for some great cards. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.